star, but so that ma'am, I don't think that there may be any kind of superstar for me.
Oh, no, no, no. It's not whether you want to become superstar or not. I'm asking if you have a favorite superstar. Is there someone that you really admire? Someone from a film, maybe,
Yes,
or
ma'am. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Okay,
Yes.
so let's say you meet Tobey Maguire, okay, who plays Spider-Man. Or you meet him in costume, and you meet Spider-Man. Okay, let's say you meet
Yes.
Spider-Man. Okay,
Yes,
now
ma'am.
what will be the first thing you do when you meet Spider-Man?
Uh, ma'am, I will say him hello.
You will say hello to him, and what else? You're not just going to say hello. What else will you do if you meet your fate? I mean, imagine you meet him. What are you going to do? What are
Uh,
you going to say to
I
him?
want. I will just ask him that how do you got this superpower
Huh?
of
Good.
spiders? Then I will try to do that, and I will try to become like him
So
by
you will
asking
ask
some question to him.
yes, okay. So you'll ask him some questions about how he got his superpowers. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. And what else will you ask? What other
Ma'am,
questions will you ask?
else, ma'am, nothing to say to him. I will just say him like you are a very good person. You help people. Like these kind of things, I will say to him,
Mm-hmm.
and I will say him thanks to helping people for helping people.
Okay, so you will thank him for helping people. And would you ask him for an autograph, maybe? Do you know what an autograph is?
Yes, ma'am. I know. Yes, ma'am. Maybe I will ask him for an autograph.
Okay, okay. And will you take a photo with him to show it to all your friends?
Yes, ma'am. I will definitely take.
Okay. And if I told you to ask him for a favor, what favor would you ask him?
What, ma'am?
Look, what favor would you ask him?
Favor means I don't
Favor,
understand.
favor. So would you ask him to do something for you, a favor? You were like, please, can you do this for me?
No, ma'am. There's nothing to do which he can do for me. He can
Okay,
just provide him his superpowers for me.
okay. And what would you do with those superpowers if you manage to get them? So if Superman gives you the formula of how to get the superpowers, what will you do with those superpowers?
Ma'am, I will just entertain myself, and I will help people like Spider-Man, and just entertain myself.
Okay, right. Very good. Well done, Yuraj. Is your dad here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will speak to your dad then now. Thank you very much. Well done, Yuraj.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So, what is the first thing that you would do if you were to meet your your basic idol or your superstar, your most liked superstar, your favorite one?
Uh, Actually, I will say hello, sir. Uh, the first thing that I will do when I meet any superstar, hello,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes. Hello, sir.
That, uh,
Okay, so any superstar, you will say hello, sir,
yes, ma'am.
unless it's a woman.
Uh, no, 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 ma'am. In case of women, hello, ma'am.
Yes. Hello, ma'am. Exactly. Okay. And what would you do after that? Okay, you've said hello. What would you say?
Uh, just normally, I will ask some questions to him like this that suppose that I meet a superstar like Sachin Tendulkar, as I also love cricket. So uh, I would like to ask some questions like this, that to become a superstar in cricket, what qualities are needed to be adopted by any sportsman? Tell me about that. I will ask such questions because I also love cricket and I want to be a celebrity like you. This type of
Okay.
questions uh, I will ask.
Okay. So you will say, I want to be a cricket superstar as well. So, how can I be as good as you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what would you say after that? So if he says, let's imagine he gives you some advice, what's the next thing that you will say?
Thanks a lot.
Okay. You will thank him. Any questions? Would you ask maybe some personal questions? Would you ask him to come to your house? Um,
Um,
would you ask him to play a game with you?
uh, Actually, I will say him that uh, when while watching any live match on television, I watch you closely to learn your to learn the basic qualities about cricket, and I
Mhm.
also try to adopt these things. Is it good for me? Like these questions, I will ask to
Okay.
him.
Okay, very good. And obviously he is your favorite superstar from what I can gather.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is he your favorite superstar?
Because I have never seen cricket is totally a gentleman game, and uh, he had never done any kind of bad act uh, in his total career, ma'am. I have never seen any incident that he had done and that became uh, a serious issue in our society.
Okay, so he's never done anything that's morally wrong then within society, like I don't
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
drinking and driving and getting in trouble with the police or
Yes, ma'am.
anything like of the sort. Okay, okay, very good. Well done. I will now move on to Vina. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, Vina. Good
Hello.
evening. So, who is your favorite superstar?
He's not actually a superstar, but he is our prime minister,
Okay.
and I would like to meet him once.
Okay. Why would you like to meet him, first of all? Let's begin from there.
The image, the aura he has, it influenced me a lot because he has past 10 years he has improved. In India has improved a lot in his guidance. We can say
Okay.
the way he is taking us from, like, before him the government was taking us down down down, and now we are going up.
Okay. So the government really did not help your country to move forward and to progress.
Yes, in his guidance
So
we are progressing a lot.
fantastic. Okay. So you admire him.
Yeah, I admire him a lot.
Okay. And what would be the first thing? Let's say you are walking, you are going to the shop. Now forget Corona. You are walking to the shop and you you see him right in front of you. What's the first thing you're going to do?
uh, Actually, being a woman, I'll start screaming, ah, I got oh my god, oh my, and then I'll go and have a selfie with him. And then I'll
I
talk,
love this. Oh,
I'll talk to him and I'll praise his work, and I'll ask him to do something for the education system.
okay.
For this, he 2000 this year he has amended lot of things, but still it has to be improved. So I'll ask him for that,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll ask him to promote some of the entrepreneurs so that they can do a great job for the country. And I'll also ask him to open lots of factory for the workers of Bihar and Jharkhand, because we need some factories here, because the workers are going away from the uh, state and working in another state. So I'll
I
ask him to
see.
open here also.
Okay. So to open factories in the area
Yeah.
and improve your local, so to improve local economy and
Yes.
employment figures. Okay. And with regards to schools, what would you like? What would you like him to do with schools? Like you mentioned, education.
Yeah, like
You like?
the student are forced to study in the school with the subject which they don't like
Uh-huh.
everyone has to read history, everyone has to read bio, or everyone has to read physics. It should be bifurcated. I think so from 6 or 7 it should be bifurcated. The person who wants to go for commerce, they should read commerce. The person who want to go for engineering and medical, they should read science. Not every student should read every subject, because after because when we are being a science student, I in my career I'm not in any use of history till now. I'm not, I don't know when was Babur born, when was Akbar born. This is, I don't know why we are teaching these things. But in my when I'm teaching them, the student science, I'm using it. But when we are a child, we have to study everything, like the date
Okay.
and the when was the fight, Panipat fight was there, World War when happened. Why should I remember all these things? I'm not concerned about when was World War.
Okay. So you question why you should know these things, but you at the same time you're teaching them everything. So in in reality, what you want your students to not have to choose what they need to do. You wish that the education system is just, everyone knows as much as possible, knows as much
No, now
knowledge
the
as
education system is like everyone should not know everything. But
ah
I want if the student is interested in bio, he should get just study bio, not he should be
a
forced
more
to study history.
streamlined, yeah.
Streamline education.
Yeah, a more streamlined education, more focused. Yeah, okay. Okay, very good. And what's the next thing you would do? So after you meet our superstar prime minister, what's the next thing you would do? So screaming, ask him to help out with the education
The
system
self,
and regards
the
factory,
selfie which I'll take with him, I'll upload
selfie.
it on
Selfie is important.
I'll upload it on Facebook and show everyone that today I met my superstar.
Would you invite him round for dinner?
He will invite me for the dinner.
He will invite you for the dinner. Oh, I see.
That I'm sure he'll tell, okay, we'll have this discussion on the dinner table. So Veena, come for the dinner in the Prime Minister home, and then I'll
Oh,
go
wow.
there.
Fantastic. Okay, so we've got a prime minister. Let's see what Abid will tell us now. Well done, Veena. Abid.
Good evening.
Hi, Abid.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, can you tell me a bit about what you would do if you met your favorite superstar? First of all, who is your favorite superstar? Abid?
Okay, ma'am. I have also a super star. That's you can like Veena. You know, my country is Bangladesh. My Bangladeshi Prime Minister is Sheikh Hasina. So
Mhm.
I loved her very much because he takes many kind of development issue for our countrymen. That's why I like very much.
Okay. And so what's the first thing that you would do when you meet your prime minister? What's the first thing you're going to do?
Fasting, everyone know, on to this. Fasting, I want to take a selfie with her.
With her. Okay.
Okay.
And mhm.
Though it's impossible because she don't come to public because our country has a problem. That's why he don't come close with public.
So wait a minute. So your prime minister, she won't come close to the public. Why?
Because our country has mass terrorist problem. That's why.
A terrorist problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So your prime minister is not allowed anywhere close to public areas.
No, no, no. He comes. He come public areas, but he don't come to close with public.
I see. He doesn't come uh too close to the public, maybe in public
Yeah,
areas where there
yeah,
are crowds or I see.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um but let's imagine him, let's say, at the shop. You went to the shop and you're paying and he's paying in front of you. Um what question would you ask him? What would you say to him?
First of all, I thank him for all of his work,
Mm-hmm. Okay. What else?
and I want to make a conversation with her, any kind of talk.
Okay, with her or with him? Because you've told me she and he, her and him.
Her.
Her. Okay. So
No, her.
okay. So she doesn't go anywhere where large crowds are present. Okay. And you would thank her
Yeah,
for
yeah.
all the work that she's done. Okay, very good.
Yes.
And okay, and what has she done that has been so monumental? Well, that has been so big.
Okay. Okay. She done a work. It's a big. You can call bridge. It's our country has a big river. It's Podda River. He make
Hmm.
a bridge for this Podda River. It's a wonderful work for all of our Bangladeshi countrymen.
Okay. Okay, good.
It's a great work.
It's like a place for all Bangladesh to go. What is it, please?
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you just
It's a connection to east and west.
okay, so it's like a tunnel
Not
or a
tunnel.
road?
It's a bridge over the bridge
Oh, a bridge. A bridge.
over the river. Yeah,
Yes, a bridge. Careful how you say bridge.
bridge,
Bridge. J.
bridge,
Okay, so
bridge.
not bridge. That's it. That's it. That's the j. Okay, bridge. Because I heard bris and I didn't understand. It's
Yeah. Okay.
bridge. Okay, very good. Bridge.
Bridge.
Okay, well
Okay.
done.
Okay.
Okay, well done, Abid.
Okay.
I will now go to
Okay.
Atul.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abid.
Yeah. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Atul. So, can you tell me a bit about you? So, what would
Give me
be?
1 second. There's some.
No worries. I'll go to someone else. Okay. Aritra.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I
Good
can
evening.
talk now. Yeah.
Oh, you can talk now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me what would be the first thing you do if you met your favorite superstar?
So one of my current favorite superstar is the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and I had a chance to invite and meet him also in New York a few years back.
Oh, wow, so this happened.
Yeah, and even bigger superstar who is no longer as with us, our India's President APJ Kalam. So I had a
Mhm.
chance to meet him too. That was
Okay.
close to somewhere close to Washington DC when he had come for some program. And many times what people do is people take autographs and stuff. In this case, I did something unique. I gifted him a book, and I asked him to translate it and give it back to him. The book was in Hindi, and I know that he doesn't understand he's Tamil and English, but I asked him to translate it and give it to me. But unfortunately, he died after a few months.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
Meeting them.
Oh, my goodness. So if you were to meet
Mhm.
your current favorite superstar, what would you do now? What if you were to meet him again? What would you do?
So one of my current favorites is Elon Musk. So in case I meet him, I mean I can meet him if I really need to, but in case I meet him, then we'll have I'll have to have a dinner or at least a coffee session with him. I have some conversation with him. A lot to learn from him.
Okay. And if you could ask him, one question, if you had,
Mhm.
or you get the courage, sometimes you want to ask people some questions, but you know that it's not maybe the most polite thing to ask, or you're being too curious if you ask it. If you had the chance to ask him a personal question, okay, and you had the bravery to do it, what question would that be?
My question to him, and it's a public knowledge, so I can definitely share that why I have been so pathetic to your wife.
Oh,
He
wow.
who uh, Elon. Sorry. I'm mixing it up. That was not him actually. I was mixing with Jeff Bezos, the Amazon CEO. So
Oh,
sorry, I mixed it up between Elon Musk and Jeff. I mean, so I would ask Jeff Bezos that what you did to your family was not very good.
yeah.
Susan McKenzie is the wife, and she's one of the richest women in the world now. So maybe I will, if I have a chance to meet, I'll meet Susan McKenzie. She's on my wish list, and I'll offer her a chance to join my non-profit. And
Organization. Yeah.
another one is Melinda Gates. So she's also on my wish list to join my non-profits.
And what would you ask?
So I'll ask her to join as the one of the leaders in the non-profit. Because she does something similar, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which she's literally running along with the team. So I'll ask her to join as advisor to a few non-profits which I am part of, yeah,
Okay.
especially for women entrepreneurs.
All right. Okay, well done. Sounds very
Thank
interesting.
you.
Thank you, Atul.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
we'll move on to Aritra.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. How are you?
Hi, good evening, Aritra. I'm good. I'm very good, thank you. So, what? Who is your favorite superstar? Let's start from there.
Well, my favorite superstar is Sandeep Maheshwari. Have you heard of
Mm-hmm.
him?
No,
Oh,
I'm
okay, fine,
sorry.
fine. He is very famous in India. He's an entrepreneur and an YouTuber simultaneously.
Okay, okay. And what question are you itching to ask him?
How can I give him back for whatever value he has provided towards the younger generation? How can I give him back?
How can you get it back?
No, give him back. Uh,
Give him. Oh, so how can you give him
Return his
something
favor.
for? Okay, Okay, and if you were to meet him, what's the first thing you would do? Would you ask him this question? Would you go up for a selfie?
No,
Would you?
the first thing I would do is I would hug him, and
Oh,
then
okay,
I would take him out for a lunch or a dinner.
okay. And then you would ask him the question.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the first thing you would say to him when you hug him? What is the first thing that's going to come to your mind?
I'm your big fan. I'm your great fan. Thank you for changing my life in a positive way.
Okay. So I am your greatest, your biggest fan. Okay. And may I ask, why are you his biggest fan? How has he changed your life?
Not only my life, he has changed many life. Actually, he's an YouTuber, and uh, what he does it, he solves problem of people in his YouTube session.
Okay. How? What kind of problems?
No, regarding anything, regarding career, regarding relationship, regarding stress, family. He is one kind of motivational speaker, you can say.
Okay, okay. So he's a type of motivational speaker. And what has been, this is a bit, I'm pushing you a bit, but what if you don't want to answer, it's a bit personal. What was the problem that you faced and how did he help you?
Mm, to choose my career
Okay. Why? What was the problem? Couldn't you make a
because
decision? Were you stuck between two
no,
things?
you see, choosing a career is always a confusion for a 12th standard student, because
Yes.
after school everyone thinks of choosing a career. So after watching this video, I got some help, I got some advice that this is the way I can follow.
Okay. So you decided to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And it's all thanks to him. Wow. Okay, and what kind of advice did he give? What did he say? What did he say exactly that really stuck with you?
uh, no matter what, never give up in life. And because everything happens in life is for good only. For example, right now if I am facing a tough time, then after 1 year later or 2 year later, I would realize that that tough time was good for me, because it helped me to get in the path of success.
Okay, good. Okay, well done. So I'm just going to wrap up with Eritra's message as well. So guys, we all meet superstar. We all think of superstars and think, the first thing we're going to do is do this or do that, and maybe we all think about it a bit superficially, but when we think about why we like these superstars and how they've changed our lives, we find something a bit more, it's a bit deeper. We find something a bit deeper, like for example in Eritra's case, changed our lives, or a prime minister who's made something big. So we don't just like them because they are public figures, we like them as well for what they do. So it's very interesting how, from a topic that's, oh, meeting a superstar, we don't, dive deeper and find the crux of it all. So I hope you enjoy the second half of your session, and I'll see you now, not next week, but the week after. Bye, guys.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank
Bye,
you.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.
Man.